So what's going on, guys? I'm gonna make a video here, pretty much talking about things that I'm doing because it's getting about that time of the year to you know uh, figure out getting customers and things like that. I also wanted to touch bases because I made a video last year when I started making these when I made these forms right here. When I made these, I hadn't tried them out except for over the course of the year. And actually, I mean, they were pretty successful. I mean, I have quite a few of them that I did. Here's just some of them, but just different ones. This one is cut up a tree and dispose of it. This one is a clean out a yard. This one is fertilizer and overseed and aeration. This one's power washing a fence. Just different ones. And this was really a good thing. And what I did with this is what I did with this is I would use it when I would get like a potential client. In fact, every house that I would go see, I would use this to generate to make more money. So what I would do is I would go to the house, say somebody calls me and they say, oh, I wanted to get a quote, or have you come by and check out my house, or I need a yard cut. And I don't care if it was a one-time cut or if they've been a client for years. Just think of it like this. Like, how when you go to Valvoline and you get your oil changed, and then they give you a list of a printout of stuff saying what they recommend. 20 at 100,000 miles they recommend getting this done, or so many miles they recommend getting your air conditioner flushed, or after you've reached 100, 200,000 miles or whatever, they recommend that you use this type of oil and things like that. Well, I mean, that's all I'm doing. I'm just giving them a recommendation of items that me as a professional would think that they could potentially need, because a lot of people may not even know that there's things that they could do to improve their house or improve, whatever. Like, for instance, like right now, if you get any new clients, or to clean out their yards, or something like that, or some of the older clients that you may have had, like, for instance, like if I did a leaf job, in the wintertime or in the fall, I would also tell them, I would also recommend, getting your gutters cleaned, right before springtime or something. So that way when it starts raining and everything's cleaned out. So you don't have to worry about your gutters getting clogged up or anything like that, and potential leaks on your roof because the water's not flowing properly. Offer things like, you know, um, cleaning or uh, fertilizing your yard, or mulch, or trimming trees, or you know, uh, garden tilling or something like that, or bush trimming, or aeration, or anything, any type of services that you offer. I mean, I offer more than just lawn service. I mean, more than just cutting grass. I offer fertilizer, and I offer overseed, I offer aeration, I offer leaf cleanup, I offer debris if they need their front yard, or say they had a storm or something and there's a lot of debris, or tree falls down or something. I do tree trimming. I do quite a bit of stuff, and a lot of people don't really know. If you don't tell them what you do, they don't know what you offer. So what I do is, when I come to a client's house, I always bring this with me, and it tells you, it says on there, I'll just walk through, like I'll go through and I'll say, okay, well, yeah, this yard right here, I'll charge you, $30 or $35 or whatever for this house. And I'll ask them, I say, you mind if I do a walk around just to give you a price list of things that I offer, in case sometime throughout the year you may want other services. And they can always keep this because it's a two-part. I print off. It has two parts. So one part is a yellow copy. I keep the original. I give them the yellow copy. That way, things can't get changed on it or whatever. And that way, if they wanted to use it, for to reference to other companies, like, say they're like, oh, well, I wanted to get this tree trimmed, and I was like, okay, well, I'll go on and put it on here. And then they say, well, I want to look around and check prices for other people. Well, hey, they have this proper quote, in case they want to go to another company or something, Um, and it really worked out well for me. Like I said, when I come to every house, I always walk around. I'll tell them everything that I can offer. I'll have everything priced down, and I mean, and honestly, if they want to do it all, I can even set it up on a monthly payment type of thing. I mean, for the most part, because most of it's just labor. I mean, really. I mean, tree if they wanted their tree trimmed and their bushes trimmed and their yard cut and fertilizer. You have to pay for the fertilizer and stuff, but I mean, for the most part, most of that's just labor. I mean, shoot, you buy a bag of fertilizer, or some chemicals, some spray, and a bag of seed, and I mean, shoot, you can do their yard for the whole year for the pretty much the one payment. So, it definitely works out. Um, Other things that I do is I constantly in my wallet, my wallet right now, I constantly have uh cards. I constantly keep cards. I keep cards in my wallet. I keep cards in my truck. I keep extra cards everywhere because no matter where I'm going, I don't care if I'm going out to eat. When I go out to eat, I leave a card when I leave my tip, or I leave my card in the little thing where they give you the receipt or the bill. Um, because you never know. I mean, you can never pass out too many cards. I mean, you can never give away too many cards. You can never, it's just one of those things. I mean, they may not even need anybody, but say they just got your card during the day. Say I come during lunch and I give them a card, and then they're working all day and all night. Well, they may have to potentially get a client. They may overhear a client, or they may hear somebody talking at their table about needing their yard cut or whatever, or they may put it on their bulletin board. And I mean, servers, they always unite. Or anytime when I go to the doctor, um, I always pass out my cards, or anytime that I go to the gas station, I'm always giving them cards. Or anytime I go to the dealership, to the steel dealership or something, I'm always giving them cards. I go to the trailer place, I go to Lowe's. It don't make no difference where I go. I'm always keeping cards. I'm always passing them out. Always here. Well, just here's my card, just in case. I mean, I might even see somebody that just hey, how you doing? In line at Kroger or something. I'm just standing and some random person just have a casual conversation. What about the weather? Oh, I'm excited for the weather. I can't wait till it gets warm. I'll be cutting grass. Oh, here, by the way, here's my card just in case you need some type of services. You can check my website out and see if you need anything. Bam, always out trying to get, new clients and stuff. I used to go out and do the passing out the flyer things, but I mean, having a website, and having people being able to Google, that for me is way better than going out and passing out flyers because people can actually that need your services, they can actually find you versus you trying to go find them. People that want your services, they'll find you and they'll call you. I mean, and that way you don't have to spend a lot of time when you could be sitting editing your website and making phone calls and stuff. Instead of doing that, instead of being able to do that, you're out walking up and down the street, passing out flyers to potential people that may not even want your service, or they may already have a lawn care service to do work for them. Um, so I made a video once about this before. I'll link it in the bottom, I guess. But this right here, I mean, it's just a good way to take a $30 client, times let's see here. What do you say? Say you cut what? Uh what is it? I think it's say 30 cuts, you know. Say you cut 30 times a year on a client, it's roughly $900, say $1,000 on a client a year for lawn service. Okay. So if you're making $1,000 per client, um just off cutting grass, well then just imagine if you could get, an extra, $300 off of mulch and an extra $200 off of pressure washing and, an extra $100 off of gutter cleaning and fertilizer or something like that. I mean, well now you've got an extra $500 per client. So I mean you're making more money. You're making half the money that you would have made just off of the whole year, just off a few different little things. I mean, you could trim a tree for 400 or 500 bucks, and bam, that's almost 2 years worth of services right there just in a couple of visits. So I definitely enjoy doing this. And like I said, I also have these flyers right here. This is the type of flyers that I have. This is we're in a basketball city. The University of Kentucky Wildcats. So a lot of people relate to the basketball, and it says, "Make the right call, mow your yard." Um, and it's got all the different things that I offer, my phone number, and it says on the back, "Life is hard. Let us mow your yard." And it's got my phone number. I mean, I keep a bunch of these too. I put these up on bulletin boards at like the superstore or the super like Walmart and grocery stores and stuff like that. I keep these available. When I go to school, give them to the teachers. Like I said, to the doctors. I mean, anywhere. It doesn't matter. I mean, you can't for the amount of money that these things cost and for the amount of money that cards cost. You can't. I'd rather have more than enough, so I could just give them out like just here. Because the more people that you network with and that you interact with, the more potential clients that you could get. I mean, and that's just how I look at it. Plus, I'm always constantly wearing my shirts and stuff. So when I walk up, people, they see this big bright yellow, and they kind of look. A lot of people, "Oh, well, your yard, that's clever." And I mean, just I feel like just having a catchy name, something that's memorable, something that's unique. That also gets you a little foot in the door. Just because I mean, if you can't remember your name, I mean, there's nothing against a such and such lawn care. I mean, Tim's Lawn Care or Mike's Lawn Care or Joe's Lawn Care. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I mean, when you try to Google up Joe's Lawn Care, I mean, there's probably going to be a million different ones. I mean, you Google up Mow Your Yard, there's going to be a whole page of just me, a whole page. It's going to be my YouTube, my Facebook, my I don't have a Twitter, but what is it? It's Instagram. It's going to be my Better Business Bureau. It's going to be my website. It's going to be Yelp. It's going to be Thumbtack. It's going to be all of these things that I'm on. It's going to be a whole page of that stuff. No other company, you know. So being unique and have a unique name also is a good thing to do. But like I'm not trying to tell you these are all keys. These are just little things. Like what people should do is if you want to be the most successful, take a little bit from me, take a little bit from other people, take a little bit from this channel, take a little bit from that channel, take it all a little bit from everybody and apply it to what's successful for you. Because there's not one way, right way, or one wrong way to be successful when it comes to advertising or when it comes to generating leads for your business. There's not one way. It's different for me than it is for somebody else. Somebody may live in the country and it's hard for them to go door to door, or it's hard for them to have a website because all the people are older and they don't get on the website, the internet. And then you could be somewhere like where I am, where there's 4,000 houses just around my house alone. I mean, so I could actually just mail out these to the surrounding houses and could potentially get 40 or 50 clients, that aren't even a mile away from my house. So that's all I wanted to say. I didn't want to make a long video. Just want to say what's up, guys. Summer's getting ready to be here. Spring's going to be here. We're getting ready to get out and start cutting grass. So if anybody's like me, I'm tired of sitting in the house. I'm ready to get out and move my feet. So appreciate you watching. Take care. If you like, you like. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. If you don't, hey, it's no big deal. Somebody will. So take care. Enjoy yourself.